it's been a journey. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed every step of it. It's been fun so far.
What's it been like, you know, adjusting to new position coach, new defensive coordinator, and everything?
In the spring it was like used to it. Now I feel like he's my coach and I love him a lot. Just love everyone here. I'm enjoying the process. So it's great for me.
They talk a lot about position competitive things and stuff like that. What have you seen amongst the defensive line?
I think it's the most competitive road on the team, on the defense, and I think every day it's changing and every day competing to see where we're at. It's fun just competing. We're all getting better.
What impresses you the most about Rondell?
He just has a high IQ. He just makes plays. I'm like, how do you see that? How do you know that? Like, he just does a lot of things that I don't see. And so he's kind of like a big brother to me, just like learning from him and just he's teaching me things that I don't know about football. It's been great for me, just having the experience he has.
How have you seen him kind of adjust to that leadership role? I'd imagine when he first got here, it's a little bit hard because there's few people he's around. But how have you seen him kind of get a little bit more comfortable with that role?
I mean, he got pretty comfortable pretty fast. You know, in the spring, he kind of just took over from the start and hasn't looked back. I think everyone in the room can know that him and Ethan Downs are probably the two guys that you kind of look up to and listen to. So he's been a good leader from the jump, and I've enjoyed it.
How have the injuries changed, like, who you are as a player?
Good question. I mean, it was a mental thing. It's a mental roller coaster, not physical, and I just had to learn to get over it. And just being here, it's a new change of scenery, and being able to just kind of let go of the past. It's enabled me to like just get better in the game and just practice better and forget all about the injuries. So.
Has it been a tough process to trust yourself again?
Yeah, I mean, it has, but I think ever since I got back here in fall camp, I haven't looked back and I've been myself, so it's been really fun not having that on my shoulder. Yeah, I think I grew as a person from the injuries, you know. I feel like I grew a lot of empathy, I grew more passionate for the sport. You know, you never know when it's your last day on the field, and I don't want to take anything for granted anymore, so that completely changed me as a person and how I approach the game of football.
You say you're more empathetic. How does that come out in daily life?
Just, you know, like, I used to not really believe in depression and all that. Now I see people who are sad or just having a bad day. Instead of walking past them, I want to be there for them. I want to help anyone that's having a hard time, you know, and just that experience I had helped me help others.
Do you think you're a better teammate for all that?
Yeah, I think I grew up a lot from having those injuries, just having to sit on the sideline, watch, not have nothing to do on the field, how to find a different role. And so that role just transferred here, and now I'm here helping guys on the field and off the field. So I think I'm doing good.
Well, you got used to red, right?
Yeah, I love red. I like the color. I like being here. Having fun.
But a former Santa Fe Wolf to build offensive line, is that kind of cool?
I think it's cool, you know, kind of change the pipeline, kind of start bringing them down south instead of north. I enjoy it. I like seeing them here. It's really good.
Where's Coach Chavis kind of helped you out the most here so far?
Just with run stopping, you know, I've never been good at stopping the run. Never been good at stopping the run. I struggle. And getting here, just being in a 4-eye, you know, every day after practice, he helps me. Just when I have any questions there, he just teach me so every day I look to him to be my leader and help me get better on the field, and he's been tremendous at it. So.
Hey, Trace, do you feel like the defense has guys that are going to be able to like really go out and affect plays, make plays? I think Brent was talking a week or so ago about the offense has got guys that he feels like it's a 50-50 situation. They're doing that. Are you starting to sense that on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we got explosive players. We got Deshaun, we got Reggie, we got Rondell. We got a lot of dudes that can move and make things happen. We got a lot of guys with experience. We got Danny, who has more experience this year. He's moving around like crazy. You got Jerry, who's super good. You know, this defense is gonna be fun to watch, and I think every day we're getting better and better. And that's the scary thing is we haven't gotten down. We've gotten up every day, so I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing what we're doing.
We've seen in the past you be a guy that if it could go either way, you go and make a play. When you've had times like that, what is that? Is that a mental like I'm just gonna get this done here? Is that a physical? How do you have those moments when maybe it could go either way and you're the one that go on the high side?
No, I think I'm just a competitive person, and it's just like an instinct. Sometimes I just kind of do it. I don't think about it until the play's over. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a good play, you know. And I think that's just the God-given blessing that I have. Is just sometimes be able to make a play and have instincts on the field.
Trace, what do you see your role in this defense going forward, this defensive line?
Just being a great teammate, you know, helping share my experience on the field with the other guys, and just competing every day and every time I get on the field, make a play when I can, and just trust the process.
Do you have any advice for Kelly Maxwell?
Ignore online, social media. That's a waste of time. She made the good move. She's gonna have fun here. She's gonna get a national championship, so that's good for her.
Thanks, man.
What are your thoughts on like all the Oklahoma guys like in-state actually going to play for Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, things like that? What are your thoughts on people staying in the state to play for their state?
I think it's great. I love Oklahoma, so I don't want to leave. And same for these other people coming here, just staying, going to OSU. It's good. Like why go far away when you have two great schools in Oklahoma? You know, be by your family, drive home when you want, you know, and play at OSU or OU when you're in Oklahoma. I just don't see why you should leave the state if you don't have to.